Hello everyone, this is Anil Khwaja. I'm a registered migration agent and co-founder ThinkHack Consultants. Another exciting episode के साथ हाजिर हुए हैं. जैसा प्रॉमिस करते हैं every month on 11th or 12th of that month हम live करते हैं. इसमें स्पेशली हम जो है स्टेट स्पॉन्सरशिप और फर्दर जितने भी अपडेट्स होते हैं इमिग्रेशन के उस पर बात करते हैं. तो लेट्स टेक अ क्विक ब्रेक के बाद आते हैं एंड फ़ौरन स्टार्ट करते हैं कि क्या रिसेंट चेंजेस आई हैं इमिग्रेशन में और क्या चीज़ें हैं जिस पे फर्दर प्लान करना है डाउन द लाइन दोज हु आर इन पाइपलाइन और इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ गेटिंग ऑस्ट्रेलियन इमिग्रेशन. Hello everyone. There is an interesting fact about the OET Occupational English Test. Department of Home Affairs will be accepting OET test if you combine two tests together to meet the superior or proficient English. This liberty is only given to OET test itself. So for instance, if you going with the PT or IELTS, you won't be able to get the same liberty, whereas for the OET, you can combine together, as I said earlier, to make it proficient or superior in order to get maximum points towards your general skill migration. Thank you. वेलकम बैक. आपके फ्रेंड्स एंड फैमिली जो भी ऑस्ट्रेलियन इमिग्रेशन में इंटरेस्टेड हैं एंड दे वुड लाइक टू जॉइन अस, आप उन्हें टैग कर सकते हैं. हम यूट्यूब पे लाइव हैं, हम लिंक्डइन पे लाइव हैं, हम फेसबुक पे लाइव हैं एंड आई थिंक हम एक और प्लेटफॉर्म है, हमारा फेसबुक ग्रुप है, उस पर भी लाइव है. तो आप जहाँ भी देख रहे हैं ये लाइव, आप टैग कर सकते हैं अपने फ्रेंड्स एंड फैमिली को एंड आई एम मोर देन हैप्पी टू टेक देयर क्वेश्चंस. So let's start with the state sponsorship updates. So recently, Victoria has made a significant change into their state sponsorship. They have specified the priority processing list, which has somewhere around, I think, 30 to 40 occupations, which is in their priority list. So these occupations are, for instance, related to medicals, nurses, enrolled nurses, social workers, community welfare workers. Then we have early childhood educators. So these all occupations are on their very top priority. Now the second priority would be the STEM occupations like engineering, IT occupations, and other medical related occupations, and especially the mathematicians and the statisticians. They are the ones who are in the priority list. So if you fall under these ones, you don't need to lose hope. At least the STEM occupations would be on their second priority and they would be inviting sooner or later. Another important update which you have given is the 491 application. Now, if you are in a Melbourne CBD or living anywhere in Victoria, you can still lodge an ROI for 491. You don't need to be 3 months in a regional Victoria. You don't need to live in a regional Victoria in order to apply for 491. It's a massive news. Now, they haven't invited lots of 491 since they have given this news, and I'm predicting that there would be a massive round going on for 491, whereas 190 they will keep randomly inviting people. So there would be no specific 190 round. It would be more towards the 491 round, and 190 would be sooner or later. So what I'm suggesting to my clients, that if you have already lodged a 190 ROI and you have got an email from Victoria for last 2 months that they are still considering you, but unfortunately they haven't invited you, hold tight, do not change it to 491. Because if you do, then you would be in a queue of the 491, which 90% of the people have changed it. So the 10% who haven't changed it, they might get a 190. So this is the approach we are doing for our clients as well. And I would suggest if you are listening to me, then you should go with the same approach if you really like it. That's my logic is, and most of the time what my experience and logic works out well, especially for Victorian state. All right, so let's take a quick break. After the break, I'll take questions from the audience and the listeners who are listening us, because I can see there are a plethora of questions have came on our comment box. So let's take a quick break, and after the break, we'll take the comments. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Another interesting fact regarding bridging visas. Lots of people have this confusion whether we should travel on a bridging visa or not, whether we are allowed to or not. There is a bridging visa called Bridging Visa B, which allows you to travel overseas and come back. That's called the travel facility. Whereas if you are on a bridging visa D, E, or C, you are not able to travel. You cannot apply a bridging visa B because D, C, E, you cannot come back. So this is a very important information you need to consider while applying for bridging visa B. Otherwise, your application would get invalid and you would not able to apply and not able to travel. So contact your migration agent and make sure that you're putting a right application in a right time frame. Thank you. All right, welcome back, listeners and viewers. Now let's talk about more about the Western Australia state, because they have recently invited lots of 491s, especially, and even 190s. And as they promised, they generally invite first week of every month. So they did it for April. So lots of nurses, I think IT professionals, and other occupations have got an invite. And it's an amazing that states are keep inviting until they have their quota finished, which is a positive sign for those who are still waiting or in a verge of applying for a state sponsorship sooner or later. So I would again recommend that if you are, you know, onshore and meeting the Western Australia requirements, then you should have another EY for Western Australia as well. And as I said earlier in my other lives as well, Western Australia only invites for 491 to interstate. Whereas if you are in Western Australia working under their priority list or the combined list, they may invite you for 190. Now here I need to speak to regarding one of the events happening at Think Higher. So we having an education seminar happening on 28th and 29th of April, soon after the Eid. So I would suggest that you should come to this seminar. We will be doing free one-to-one counseling. We would have a very good presentation happening for education. People who really wanted to change their course, they wanted to have a cheaper COEs, or they don't want to study masters and they really want to switch to a diploma level studies, to make sure that they're at least they're meeting their ends, and along with that they don't have any sort of a burden that they're doing master, ultimately they're not having any PR pathway. For all these we are doing this seminar, so you should join us. Mark the dates, it's 28th and 29th of April. My team will put the details and the registration link in the comment box, so you can check that up. Even we'll put it on the screen as well. So team, if you can just put on the screen the link from where they need to register. So just try to spread the word that we're doing an education seminar. It's all free. Generally we do charge for migration consultancy, but I'm more than happy to take clients while they are at the education seminar. We have the lead counselors and the senior most counselors would be there in education seminar. So those who are not able to attend the Friday one, they can come on the Saturday one. That's why we have done it. We have kept it on the weekend as well, to ensure that maximum people can make most out of it. So now, so team, if you can put on the comments and the on the screen whenever you guys are ready. Let's take the questions first. So let's take a first question. The Ramiz Javed is asking, Salam, sir, I have applied, Walaikum Salam. I've applied visa 190 on 7 December 2022 with engineering technologist occupation offshore. What is the current process? Ramiz, I think we have already have given you a timeline. So generally they take from 4 to 6 months. That's the processing time. But lots of people who have applied a month or two prior to you have just got the final request to submit to the department, and they are sooner or later will get their visa grants. So generally 4 to 6 months, and I believe you would fall under the same. So you still have time. So December, I think May end or June 1st would be an ideal time where your processing would uh, be on a final stage. And if they need any documents, they may ask you. Let's go to the next question. So Mohammed Saqib asking, hello sir, kindly suggest me which occupation to choose for maximum chances for positive invitation. I have two options, metallurgist or material engineering. My points are 70 and I'm offshore. I would definitely go with the materials engineering, because recently we have got a couple of invites and they have gotten, one have got from August round around 65 to 70 points, whereas the other one have gotten 85 points. As I said in my other lives, they will reduce down more points. So 70 would be good for, I think, material engineering, whereas you can go with the metallurgist as well. As far as I know, metallurgist is from the Vetasys TRA. It's another good occupation where we can go for. But again, metallurgy, materials engineer, quicker turnaround time, engineer in Australia, and then you have more chances that you would fall under the stamp occupation. So chances are more for the PR down the line, even for 189 as well. So yeah, let's go to the next one. All right, so the second one is hi Neil, Junaid Khan. I think Assalamu alaikum Junaid, another one of our clients. Hi Neil, my visa application is initial assessment for a month. According to your prediction, how much more time it would take to move to? It depends on case to case. Junaid, sometimes it quickly goes to the finalization team, depends on the workload of the immigration department, but it won't take much time since it's a NT 491 state sponsorship. So state sponsorship are quite quicker comparatively to other 189s and the other general skill migration. So I believe that you would get within a month's time, inshallah. So let's see how things go here. Let's go to the next one. So Mushtaba Hassan, sir, I've submitted EOI 491 for Western Australia on 21st November 2022 and EOI and ROI for Victoria on 22nd of Feb 2023. Occupation electronics engineer with 70, 55 plus 15 points. I think you have lodged a 491. Yep. I'm waiting for the pre-invite. Yes, Mushtaba, chances are there because they have a good amount of quota left. Now, again, I said they're giving priorities to those who have their recently published a list, but the next priority is the STEM occupations. Have good opportunity to get an invite, and 491s definitely yes with this point criteria. So yeah, just hold tight. You will sooner or later get it. So I don't think so. You need to work out something else. But again, keep a look with the other states as well. If other states are coming in, even for New South Wales and other, and you feel like that we can apply, you should contact the team. We are more than happy to assist you lodging the new EOIs and ROIs as well. Let's go to the next question. All right, so I received Furkan Javed asking, I received section 56 on 27 March. Generally, they take 28 days, so another month. So most likely by end of April. If not, then we might need to email department for the progress, but hopefully within the month's time. Yeah. Let's go to the next question. All right, so we'll take this question and then we'll take a short break. After the break, we'll be discussing about, if we have more questions, we'll answer those. If not, then we'll discussing about more about the New South Wales, especially the RDA, quota. Most of the RDAs has exhausted their quotas, so we need to work out on that part as well. So I'll be discussing more about that one. So let's take a quick break, and after the break, we'll go with QA session. Yeah. Thank you. Looking to enhance your education or get a valuable skill towards your education? This is the right time to join our Education Seminar 2023. We are offering great discount up to 50% on the student visa consultation. If you are on a student visa, wanted to change your course or the university, this would be the great opportunity to join us. Along with that, if you're on a visitor visa and want to convert your visitor visa to a student visa, we have great options for you, up to 20 to 30% discounts on the tuition fee as well. So don't miss this great opportunity and register now at the below link. Well, welcome back, viewers. So let's take the question which we, I think, have put on the screen as well. So Ramiz Javed is asking, so what time does, I think we have already answered for Khan's one. So pretty much the same thing, within a month's time, normally they do process the applications, but it may go up to a few more weeks as well. So we need to always check with the department, email them for the follow-ups. So at least they can expedite your submission if needed be. So just keep in touch with the migration agent to decide how many regress follow-ups we need to take from the department, whether it's going to be positive to take follow-ups every now and then, or we should wait accordingly. So we'll definitely guide you as per the experience if you will contact our team. Yeah, let's go to the next one. So Furkan Javed asking, kindly explain the difference between construction project manager, engineer manager, and professional. Okay. Now, construction project manager is from the VETASYS. So the skill assessment is being done from the VETASYS point of view. They have their own guidelines. Now, for engineers manager and professional engineer, you need to be an engineer. So your bachelor's needs to be an engineering qualification, engineering discipline. Then only you would able to apply for Engineer Australia skill assessment either through an engineer manager. But for manager, you must need to have at least have 3 to 5 years of extensive experience in order to go with an engineering manager. And their, the assessment and the requirements are quite tough as well. They also require you to submit the organization chart, and there are a few other requirements you need to meet for engineers manager if you're going through the Engineers Australia. The professional engineer are the generic engineers, for instance, electronics engineer, biomedical engineer, electrical, mechanical. So all these comes under the professional engineer. Now, engineering technologist is part of a professional engineer, but they consider them towards the technologist. But again, if you're a professional engineer, you can also have one skill assessment as engineering technologist as well. If we feel like, or if you feel like that engineering technologist, the occupation falls under few of the states where other professional engineers are not there. Now let's go back to the construction project manager. So the VETASYS requirement for the construction project manager is to have a 1 year post-study experience as a project manager or construction project manager into the industry. Now, if you have done the construction management course, for instance, if you're a civil engineer, but say you have done an MBA or you have done a master project management, then only you would be able to meet that requirements. So the relevancy of education is really important in this sense. Only an engineering degree won't lead to the construction project manager. So hope that helps you out deciding between these three occupations. Let's go to the next question. So Bilal Rashid asking, still waiting for the quality assurance invitation submitted UI December. I think they prefer medical related and engineers. And it's not the case like this, Bilal. It depends on the state how rigorous they are. We have got a quality assurance manager being invited very next round for 190 for New South Wales. So now it depends from state to state. If you have lodged multiple EOIs, then obviously you need to wait and see. They were a bit slow during the Christmas times, and then obviously Easter long breaks were there. But there are again quite number of invitations left for each state, along with 189 or 491 department invitations. They have a good amount of quota left. So hopefully, if you have lodged, then you are all set with the timelines. I don't think so there would be any more delay if you are in a queue, probably a month or two max. And if not, then you don't need to lose hope. Next year, as we said, the quota is increasing. So more likely in August or September, you will get an invite. So good opportunity. Your occupation is good. And since we have got invites, I don't think so there would be any issues in your circumstances. Let's go to the next question. Right, so Junaid Khan asking, Walaikum Salam, Anil, I saw your podcast for phone and live and work in regional other state. Will I get the same opportunity to live outside NT or depends? Yes, I recently have given a podcast. So what generally happens, let's educate people on this one. Once you have a 491, then you have the department generally grants you the 491. So their only condition is that you must live in a regional or designated Australia elsewhere. So if you're moving one state to other state, then you have to inform department within 14 days. That's all you need to do. There's no penalty on that one. There's nothing which you need to do. If state requests you to be there, then obviously it's your moral obligation to do so. But apart from that, from the Department of Home Affairs, there's nothing that your application can be revoked if you meeting the requirements and you're not breaching anything. Now, breaching may be that you live in a urban area or the city area rather than living in a regional area. That leads to a breach of visa condition. So hope that helps you out. making the decision. Let's go to the next question. So Mohammed Saqib asking, sir, what is the assessment duration to EN Vitasis? So for assessment for Indian Australia, they are very quick. So as soon as you lodge the application, within 26 days they are opening up the application, so they're not taking much time. After request, it depends on what complex request they have given to you, and based on that, how much time you have taken to submit the request. But generally, in the 1 month's time down the line, once you submit sorry, once you submit the application, then the request, then generally they give you a quick turnaround. I have seen people, we have lodged submitted the request, and very next minute or in 10 minutes they have got the final outcome, positive outcome from EA. Vetasis depends on if you have lodged a priority processing. Now priority processing is quite hard to crack. They have certain time, like 9 a.m. Melbourne time, they open up a window for a few seconds, because throughout globally everybody is applying. Now, if you miss anything or internet is slow, or even though if lots of people are applying together, you may not get a chance on the same day. You have to keep trying. That's where my agency is very proactive. Even though we have lodged lots of applications on Saturday and Sundays, depends on how urgency the application is. So this is where the Melbourne team and the Pakistan team helps you out getting the application on time. But as soon as you launch the Vetasis, then within few weeks time, like 2-3 weeks, they open up the file. Even they give you in 1 or 2 days, they will give you final assurance that they are giving you your application a priority. Even though if you pay, it's not 100% mandatory that you get a priority processing. You need to wait. Sometimes they do request you an additional document soon after. And if you won't submit the documents on time, they put out you from the processing priority, and they refund you money back minusing $100. So you need to ensure that you're putting 100% application, but obviously it's not guaranteed. But soon after 1 or 2, 3 weeks, they generally process. So it's more quicker compared to other occupations, but Indian, Australian Vetasis are pretty quick. Let's go to the next question. I think let's take a quick break. I think more questions are coming. Let's take a quick break. After the break, we'll discuss about New South Wales 491, and then if we have more time, we'll discuss more. Obviously, I'm on fasting. Roza lag bhi raha hai, so I'll make it quick and fast for the people. But if you have an urgent questions, shoot me questions here, because otherwise you have to wait for my team to reply. So let's take a quick break. I'll be back after the break. Looking to enhance your education or get a valuable skill towards your education? This is the right time to join our Education Seminar 2023. We are offering great discount up to 50% on the student visa consultation. If you are on a student visa, wanted to change your course or the university, this would be the great opportunity to join us. Along with that, if you're on a visitor visa and want to convert your visitor visa to a student visa, we have great options for you, up to 20 to 30% discounts on the tuition fee as well. So don't miss this great opportunity and register now at the below link. All right, welcome back, viewers. Let's take more questions. And after this question, I promise I'll go with the 491 New South Wales. But I love to answer your questions. Yeah, I'm so happy that people is engaging with me. And even if you're more friends, do tag them. We are, as I said, we are live on multiple platforms. So if, say, your Facebook's not working, you can tag us on YouTube, anywhere you like. And I'm more than happy, because we'll get all questions on our dashboard. So just feel free to ask anything, even the silliest question you can ask. Don't worry about how we're going to judge you. Nobody's going to judge you. It's more about having more confidence and getting your immigration process smoother. So so Shoaib Ahmed asking, Vetasis is taking a lot of time. I do agree. Depends on if you have done a normal processing or priority. I did a mistake in okay, so applied normal back in June 2020, and still it's showing in progress. Can apply. Unfortunately, Shoaib, you cannot apply for priority processing in between. Once the application is lodged, it's lodged. Now you can even not request them. You can keep emailing them. It's more than 6 months. You should email them And I believe they sometimes do. And we have specific email IDs, not just the migrate one. There is another specific ID as well. So you can always email to them, and they generally expedite the applications, pinging to the managers or the main assessor to expedite your application. So do contact your migration agent, and if you have done from my team, then you should just contact my team, and more than happy to follow up for you. Let's go to the next question. All right, let's hide this question. Let's talk about the news of this 491 first. Otherwise, we'll get into the swamp of the questions. Now, 491. Lots of applicants, especially offshore, they're meeting the 491 new authors requirements. Now, believe it or not, they have heaps of quota left for 491. If any of your occupations meeting the requirement, I would suggest you should apply to 491 New South Wales. Now, lots of RDAs like RDA Sydney, they have exhausted their quota, but again, there are 7, 8 more RDAs which still taking applications. You need to pay $800. It's a massive amount, but again, since they have heaps of quota, it's a great opportunity for you to get the PR. So my suggestion would be to submit the applications if you fall under that one. But again, you need to see, you need to be in a pathway where pathway stream A, not in stream B. So RDA stream needs to be there. So stream B pathway one. That's what it is, the RDA one. So you need to ensure that you fall under that one. Whereas you can have multiple UAs and ROIs based on the other states if you're meeting the requirements. NT is a very good state. One of our clients who is asking a few questions here, and I admire him most. So we did an NT has added more occupation into their list as well. So make sure that you run through the NT list again. Developer programmers for IT, they've added that one into the list. So don't miss out this opportunity. There are lots of developer programmers who have got their ACS assessment done. They can still apply and get this opportunity rather than you waste and wait for another financial year to happen. Let's go to the next question. All right, so Burkan asking, we'll keep this question as the second last one. So if somebody has another question, they can ask, and so this would be the second last one. BCom second division, 1 year banking experience, 2 years as a data entry operator, want to study diploma. Furkan is more education related question. Second year, 1 year banking experience. Now need to see when he has done BCom. It's more than 4 years back he has done the BCom. Then unfortunately we won't be able to take this case because the case is quite weak. We are not taking anybody who has even have a experience, but say their education was last 4 years back. Unfortunately, we won't be able to take that case. Now, if that person has any brother or siblings or anybody in Australia and they apply for visitor visa for them, we can definitely convert a visitor visa to student visa. That's the best approach to do so. Otherwise, I believe that they should look for some other countries, not to Australia. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your valuable questions, and I hope I've answered. If you can put in the comment box whether I have cleared your queries in a good and a respective manner. I would really want you to put the comments in. Do like and share this video. I think we have another question, so let's take that one and then we'll wrap up. So Shoaib Ahmed, what is the current processing time for 190? I've heard they're processing faster. Yeah, that's true. So 3 to 6 months, that's the processing time. People have got visas within a 1 month as well, but generally it's from 3 to 6 months. That's what the processing time for 190 at the moment. All the very best to you guys, and thank you so much for joining us today. Inshallah, we'll be doing another live next month, somewhere 11 to 12. Till then, do enjoy. Again, I would request that we do have an education seminar happening in Melbourne on 28th and 29th of April. That would be Friday and Saturday, respectively. Do inform your friends and family who are in Australia or who have recently come on a visitor visa. They want to convert to student visas, or even for the cheapest COE in $500 or $750, or wanted to change from masters to diploma to make it life easier for you, more than happy to do it. We have done successfully tons of cases, and we can definitely help you out achieving what you wanted to achieve. All the very best. See you on 28th and 29th of April. Once again, a very happy Ramadan and advance Eid Mubarak to everyone. And I hope that those who have asked us the questions, I really wish that during this time they all get their visa grants, and we will be doing an after Eid party on 11th. And I hope that you join us as soon as you get the visa grants, so at least other people would have, that confidence and courage to apply their applications for Australian immigration. All the very best, and inshallah, we'll speak soon. Have a good day. Looking to enhance, looking to enhance. Looking to enhance your education or get a valuable skill towards your Looking to enhance your education or get a valuable skill towards your education? This is the right time to join our Education Seminar 2023. We are offering great discount up to 50% on the student visa consultation. If you are on a student visa, wanted to change your course or the university, this would be the great opportunity to join us. Along with that, if you're on a visitor visa and want to convert your visitor visa to a student visa, we have great options for you, up to 20 to 30% discounts on the tuition fee as well. So don't miss this great opportunity and register now at the below link.